Well, YouTube, you need to check this guy out. This young man says he has the solution to the black community's problems. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hey, what's up, folks? It's Buckshot here again on Saturday afternoon at 1:10. You know, I'm going to say it like this. In my opinion, the white man should have never ended slavery.
Let me stop you there, Stephen Douglas Tucker. Yeah, we found you. I think we need to speak about this more personally. Stephen Douglas Tucker of County, Texas. Oh, you thought you could just talk shit online and nobody would find you? Wrong. What's up, YouTube? Drill Sergeant here. I don't have any notes. I have no notes. All I have is the video we're gonna watch together. What's up, Stephen? Stephen Douglas Tucker of County, Texas? Sagittarius? You didn't know. I know. You've been able to get away with doing and saying anything. As a strong white man in Texas, huh? You have been able to just say and do whatever you want without consequence, coddled like a little baby boy. In a country such as this, where you get to be as ignorant and stupid as you want and never have the consequences for, well, I won't say never, because I'll save that for later. Stephen, say it ain't so. I'll tell you what, if you'll allow me, YouTube, if you'll allow me, just give me the grace. I want to talk not just about what we know of Stephen Douglas Tucker. I do this. I do this. Yeah. If you'll allow me not just to talk about what we found about this guy, can I have a second just to speak on 2 points? I want to dismantle him properly, and I just need 2 points. Is that okay? Okay, here's the first one.
Why Stephen Douglas Tucker has single-handedly lowered the average IQ of his entire county by at least 50 points. Spoiler alert, racism may have something to do with it.
You, sir, are dumber than a box of rocks. You, sir, are the stupidest person I have ever heard speak. And this is light work. This is just me listening to the logic that comes out of the head of someone who is obviously not smarter than a 5th grader. I know that the red states have the lowest education in the country. All the red states are at the bottom for education. I know that, but I didn't know it was this bad. I had no idea. How do you go through life not being able to read, Stephen? Huh? You can't read. It's impossible. I know you don't. I'm not sure how you were able to initiate the buttons on your phone in order to record that filth, that nonsense that you recorded. Now, upon talking about how abjectly stupid you are, it must also go on the record that this is what racism does. Racism is ignorance. And when someone deals in it so much, or when someone is so ignorant that they just become racist as a result, this is the result. This is the end product. A cut-off, short-wearing, knuckle-dragging, hill-dwelling redhead with bad teeth and a face that looks like well-beaten leather. Let's watch.
This is Buckshot here again on Saturday afternoon at 1:10. You know, I'm going to say it like this. In my opinion, the white man should have never ended slavery. Of the black community. White man should have never abolished slavery. Because once they were free, look how much of shit's gotten out of hand since the white man ended slavery. But yet we're blamed for what happened to them when their own people are the ones that sold them into slavery.
You fucking idiot. You just said the white people should have never ended slavery. I'm assuming that means you want to make us slaves again. And then say, but somehow we're blamed for the slavery. Now, it seems like something that dumb is hard to communicate to a logically thinking person as to really how dumb that is. You're almost dumbstruck as an intelligent human being, as a human being that has 2 brain cells. You're dumbstruck as to how to respond to that. The response is, me good, white, you bad, black. And you're going to see throughout this why racism causes this type of ignorance and stupidity. Look at all the things that have gone wrong since we ended slavery, as if the slavery isn't the wrong. Look at all the women not being raped and beaten. Look at all of the black men not being tied up and whipped like, well, slaves. Look at all of the boats not going across the sea, the ocean, with human beings piled on each other like sardines, defecating and peeing in each other's mouths, and then we throw the ones who are sick off the side of the boat. Look at how many sharks are starving because they can't eat human beings on the way to Jamaica. This is the argument. You see, you need to understand that. This is the argument. Look at how things have gone to crap since we stopped enslaving them. As if those things that I mentioned to you, the parts of slavery, weren't crap. Me white, good. You black, bad. Let's continue.
We should have never ended it. We should have kept slavery of the black people. I may get a lot of hate for saying this, but that's what I say. I say we should have never ended slavery. Because now these motherfuckers got too much power.
There it is. YouTube, there it is. What you meant to say is, now I don't just get the benefit of being white and get whatever it is that Johnny gets over Tyrone. Now you have to compete against more people who are better, smarter, stronger, taller, faster than you. You don't like that. You don't like that. I know, I'm not very tall myself, but this is the problem with racism. You feel like you deserved the privilege that you had, when really you're just a leather-faced, ignorant fool. And now you have to compete with other normal human beings. And the only way that you know to get ahead is the way you've always gotten ahead, is the way people who think like you have gotten ahead for the past 200 years. You've completely locked out one half of the population who's black, and then you subjugated with your thumb on their neck the women in your culture. So the only thing left was you. All the men were just luckily in a position of power. And you never had to earn it, Johnny. I'm sorry, Stephen, Douglas, Tucker. You believe that if you somehow subjugate black people again, it's going to just automatically lift you to the top. You're wrong. You can't speak. You're ignorant. You're stupid. You're ugly. And you are without grace or saving. Instead of going to go get an education, you come on TikTok to say we should just enslave black people again because you think it's going to bring you up on the power schedule, not knowing you still have all the privilege. We still have to work twice as hard to get what we get. But the reason why you're not there now is because you can't get there. You're a failure of a human being. Your parents have failed you, your community has failed you, and you are a failure yourself. After you turned 18, you didn't try to do better than your parents or your community. You stayed right there in the trailer with the same old truck. This is the problem, Stephen. It's black people being enslaved wouldn't help you at all. You would still be a whipping boy. You would still be at the candy shop, sweeping up after the owner, because you were stupid. Your racism has just turned you even worse of an animal. Last thing here, let's just watch the rest.
Saying this, but that's what I say. I say we should have never ended slavery. Because now these motherfuckers got too much power. And they're blatantly racist against the white people. Well, I'll tell you, I think it's time the white people start being racist against them, and we bring back slavery. How about that? Have a good day.
There's so much there to unpack. YouTube, I promise you, I don't want to wait too long before the grand finale. Part 2 is going to, wow, it's just chef's kiss. But please, may I? The words here are, the jokes write themselves. Now, they are blatantly racist against us white people. Statement 1, we should have never ended slavery. Statement 2, blacks are now just racist against white people. No, that's the joke. That's the joke. That's the joke. You get it? The last part of the joke, the funniest part is, at the end he says,
well, I tell you, I think it's time the white people start being racist against them, and we bring back slavery. How about that?
we should start being racist against them and bring back slavery. In the same sentence, you admit slavery was racist, but then say we should just start being racist to it. You're not starting. If bringing back slavery is racist, then that means you were racist before you brought it back. You were racist the first time. And every day up until then, because you're still pining for it. Stephen, you don't even understand the depths of your stupidity. The reason for your agony is not because you don't have slaves, because you would have never owned one, because you're poor, and you would stay poor. You're not smart enough to roll a hoop down the road with a stick. You, Stephen, are a failure.
Part 2. Why Stephen Douglas Tucker is a low-class, ratchet as hell, dirty fucking criminal who deserves to be enslaved.
Oh, YouTube. Oh, YouTube. There are certain times on this channel that I feel like I was made for this. Shall we?
Hey, what's up, fuckers? It's Buckshot here at 405 on Tuesday afternoon. That video I made Saturday about bringing slavery back, that motherfucker's almost at 25,000 views, y'all. And a lot of people agree with it, man. They're leaving comments, but a lot of them don't. They leave us some dumbass comments, calling me names, and all this. And all I was doing was expressing my opinion and my thoughts about this, of what should be done to do something about this issue with their community. Everybody on here talking about bring it back, blah, 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 once you bring it back, calling me names and all. Why? Because I spoke my mind? Because y'all know I'm right? Because I'm speaking the truth? Because the black community is some ratchet ass, no good ass people that's incompetent. They're inconsiderate, they're rude, they have no respect, they have no morals. I'm not saying all the black people, but the majority of them. With this thug mentality and this ratchet ass behavior mentality. Those are the ones I'm talking about.
This you? Stephen Douglas Tucker. No, I don't believe it. Is this you? Stephen Douglas Tucker of County, Texas. This is your mugshot. How could you be so wretched? How could you be so ratchet? You're a thug. This can't be you. The community that you come from cannot allow the thuggish wretchedness of someone like you. Stephen, criminal mischief is what you did? That means that, for the rest of you, that means that he destroyed somebody's property like a thug, like a ratchet-ass white boy. He is a common criminal. He destroyed somebody's property, and it was without their consent. It wasn't like he's on a demolition. He wasn't working at the time. This is his truck. Look at it. He ain't got, it's not like he was doing it as a job. My friend, you are a criminal. You are a thug. You don't belong here. You know what? YouTube, there's only one way to get rid the people like this that I see, because the amount of mugshots that I've seen that look like this, the only way to deal with what's going on in your community, Stephen, is I think that black people should enslave. I mean, look what's been going on since you've had reign of everything. All you've done is tear things down, get arrested, break shit. destroy people. Human beings don't act like that. Your community, you should be enslaved. That's what happened. Obviously. FTA, failure to appear. What were you doing? You weren't working. You weren't working, Stephen. Stop that. Stop it. Stephen Douglas Tucker of County, Texas. Why didn't you appear? Why did you fail? That's you. Yeah. Turns out, YouTube, and of course I'm joking about the slavery thing. We're not like you. Turns out, YouTube, that equality feels like oppression when people feel entitled to a better life without ever having to earn it. That's when you just break shit. That's when you get arrested for just breaking shit, stealing. Who knows? Who knows what this guy's done? And you know what? I hear that now that they're locking up all of the slaves they used to have that, we called immigrants, that they were paying pennies on the dollar and keeping inside of hot warehouses like chickens and calling it rooming. Now that they're gone, now that you more than likely, if you voted at all, you doofus, voted to make sure that happens. Now that there is a lot of empty fields and there's a lot of plants to be grown and these farmers are feeling the heat in Texas, they're feeling the heat. All of the immigrants that they used to enslave are now in a detention center. There's a great place for you to get a job, Stephen. Learn some discipline, hard work. Learn to not be a ratchet, underclass criminal. That's all you are. You need discipline. And I think there's a field out there waiting for you to help teach it to you. They need you out there, son. Oh, it hurts. Everybody meet Ratchet Steve. I hope to see you 7 days in D.C. from June 28th to July 4th, where we hope to show Washington, D.C. that we mean business. I'll be speaking on the 3rd. You can catch me there at the Veterans event. But there's also going to be training on how to protest direct action in the offices in the face of these people, not just in a field somewhere with Steven holding a sign. Because the time to fight is now. Bye-bye, Steve. Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind. The kind that moves. But here's the thing. None of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're going to pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads. It's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works.